Yeah. Server room sermon and cursive with certain street light
How's
scholars.
it
We
going,
harvest the
everybody?
sparks of the surface. If the price tag a price you after I purchase late night log files, my Bible, my blade, and
Hopefully
my
sound
purpose.
is coming
New
through.
model. Code gets cleaner when pressure get meaner. Compress and prevail. They roll out upgrades like winter coats, zip stitch in detail. Check it sharper as and code in the bar. Science bar got a rail. Gemini talking more human, so nuance, rhythm, and tech. Palm in the hand, still ready to snap. Opus got tools for long run agents, no wall when you tap. Multi-system bug, it'll trace it, replace it, then hand you the map. And somewhere the dash, green and benchmark just move. The lab code, recode, agreement, stay ruthless, stay proved. I'm not high from a ledger, what shit was slip would improve. My pen right patch notes in iambic, your favorite excuse. Blueberg. Why? Two. I don't chase cloud, I chase claims, then I chain them to source. I'm thumbs, pure force. The headlines are waveform, in its course. Truth in a tight little loop, no course, just war. Open weight, so engaged, watch the mo turn to mist. Basics do ballet with the same kind of wit. Deep sea push partial tension, long context to crisp. Reinforcement afterburners, post train till the logic won't slip. Hugging face receipts, I can point where the payload resides. Rash could break down the guts, how the wise. Llama pack moving. Too open ecosystem alive. Scout maverick in the wild and the builders align. We don't need velvet stages, we need version control. We need
Hello?
artist bias and a battery in the soul.
Hello?
We need edge in the meme more than shiny new road. So I wild
Hello?
with guardrails, then I test it with code. Local runners, quiet thunder, privacy heavy by choice. When the network goes silent, my model still got me a voice. No worship, just workmanship, tools
Hello?
in the dust rejoice. If it's state of the artist, the state of the hustle deploy. Hugging face.
Hello?
Separate smash, go.
Hello?
Yeah. Server room sermon, I'm cursing and cursive with circuits. Streetlight scholars, we harvest the sparks from the surface. The truth got a price tag. I'm pricey after I purchase. Late night log files, my Bible, my blade, and my purpose. New model, new metal, I measure the lift like a scale. Coke is clean.
Yeah, so I was just trying to get the mic working here, I'll tone this down. But those are some songs that I was like recently digging that I thought were pretty good. I wanted to see if I can create a couple more like that. But this first one I like a lot because it's pretty on point.
Room sermon, I'm cursing and cursive with circuits. Street light scholars, we harvest the sparks from the surface. If truth got a price tag, I'm price you after I purchase. Late night log files, my Bible, my blade, and my purpose.
So let me see if I can get a charge on my thing here. I don't want to be dying on this.
They roll out upgrades like winter coats, zip stitch in detail. Check it sharper as science and code, and the bar got a rail. Gemini talking more human, so nuance, rhythm, and tact. Voice like a switchblade, calm in the hand, still ready to snap. Opus got tools for long running agents, no wall when you tap. Multi-system bug,
so basically, I'm just going to be going over some of the things I'm working on and trying to make some songs right now. Yeah, I like the trying to pin rap to different AI news, things like that. But yeah, I'm going to be going over a couple things that I have been trying to do, I guess. Let me, I might not do that. I might just go back to the like playlists and stuff. So I'm gonna I guess play some music and as well go over a couple projects that I'm working on. The one that is kind of the cool one that is happening right here is memory salvage. Let me see if you can see it here. And yeah, and basically I'm gonna try not to use the word basically a lot and go over some things that I'm doing. One of the things that is kind of, I guess, is kind of just there. It keeps on coming up is the once you hit a certain amount of followers on X, you can get into a creator program, which is really hard to do. I think it's like get 5 million impressions. So I'm trying to come up with a plan to see if that's even possible. It'd be kind of cool to get that mark, but I don't know if that's possible. So I'm going to try to see if I can come up with a good plan to do that without being obnoxious. That's the key, right? Let me just check to make sure that you can hear me okay, because my headphone set is dying. Apparently, I did not plan for that. So appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, it should be entertaining. But the so with memory salvage, this one's a project that came about. Been taking the Alex Finn vibe coding class, and then it's turning into like more of different aspects of marketing, and then different things like building an app and putting an app out there, and then just an overall like little community group of people doing the same things. Pretty cool. But one of the projects that is about trying to create a almost like a note taking, I would say, and it kind of pulled a lot of different ideas from things that I would think are good ideas, and then I just elaborated on them. So I don't know like where the line gets drawn with some of this stuff, but I I put together just a bunch of different cool concepts that I thought were good. So basically, I just everything revolves off of a memory. Um, Memory could be anything, and a lot of this was pulled from Limitless AI. I had a Limitless device, and it recorded a ton of information. And during that, it records like your, people that you're in contact with, like stuff, all like that sort of stuff, and puts it into an export of like JSON files and things like that. So I was able to put together like a app off of that context of like the people that different categories and stuff, right? And then I created it so that you could do that with anything, so that you can import like your um, so you if you go into I'm going to not do it, but bulk ingest is you could select any folder, and if it has like anything, it will go through and try to pull the information from that. You could do like a smart import where it'll have AI. It will just look through it and say, okay, these are the things that are important, and that is pretty cool. But if you have the straight limitless like folder structure, it'll probably work like super perfect. Uh, just the other stuff has to use AI to piece it together. So, but you could put in images and different stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But the great features of this is not only are you going to be able to talk with those memories, but you can also um, get insights from different memories that come about, and you'll get like new ones. And then you'll also get like emails and stuff like that of reminders and different things that can be set up in settings, like do you want a frequency of this and what AI model you want. um, Honestly, I probably have Grok do most of it, but that's just me personally. And then the cool feature here is you can chat with it, and then the graph. So the graphs, this part I'm working on, but it is amazing. It basically puts into a graph every bit of information that you kind of got into everything. And this is working a little bit too choppy right now and a little bit chaotic, but you could go in and you could see different clusters and try to figure out like what is this connected to. Like clearly I've gotten, there was a speaker here, and then you can go into this and you should be able to. So if you go into the node, so there should be a way to chat with it. And I wanted so that you could chat with the node, and then you chat with the children of the node. So that's kind of cool in my opinion, to get all of this stuff. This is conversations that I've had over the past couple months. And That is a lot of data, but it can visualize, what you're working with, so that if you have, important things that you're going to do, then it's all categorized and meta tagged. Another cool feature, which maybe it'll break it, but is a 3D model of it, which you got to make it a little bit more clear. Probably spread these out, but you can have like the 3D model of the nodes and stuff like that. So I thought that was fun. And yeah, so I'm fixing this. That is my creation, I guess, the abomination of all of my chat actions and things. But that is the idea for this one. And then I'm working on my main one, which I wonder if I'm wasting my time doing it, but is neural salvage, which is a storage, and it's what I'm marketing it as, or what it's really. I think it's going to be designed to do a ton of different stuff, but the main part to it right now is like, so you can organize your images and photos and stuff, as well as like when you come in here, you'll be able to create videos and images and things, but you could store them here. And the better part to that is you can you have your gallery, which is like any gallery that you would have on your media where you want to keep it. And then you would then get ability to create NFTs out of them. So that's permanent. Um, it's basically putting the image or the media in to the blockchain transaction. So there's a transaction that goes on. The So what goes on is, you could see for this image, if you go in, you could see that there's a transaction. So the what it did was it went and it minted the image, and it would mint like media onto Arweave. That is where it will be like a 200 plus year storage. That is where that is. I I feel like my mind like goes uh, completely blank on like how the whole setup is, but it's pretty awesome how they have it. It's like 200 nodes across 200,000 nodes across different things, and they have like their own ability to create different transactions through their tokens and things like that. But AR is the token that is used, or the cryptocurrency that's used. And what it does, um, that say I wanted to mint the, I'll clear this off here. But if I wanted to come in and go to my gallery, and then make it so I have a new image, which I don't know if I do. Here, I'll get a new one. And what I'm working on with that is that I believe there's a way for me to get it on this one market called Bazaar. And the way to do that is annoying me, because I got all of this working and it's minting like perfectly to the specifications of how all of the transactions need to happen. And I got it all working, and apparently that is on the older version of their smart weave contracts that are apparently no longer, and you need to have AO transaction messages within your your transactions in order for it to go onto the Bazaar market. I don't know. It's something that I'm tracing down, trying to get that so that it shows up on Bazaar market. But for right now, we'll just show you how it like mints it. I think I downloaded that. Yeah. So I take this and I say, I like this a lot. Now this portion is going to be subscriber based so that you're paying a subscription for the Neural Salvage gallery and ability to mint. And then you can then sub out the like your images and things like that. So like people could come in and say, I want to be a member of Joe's salvage or his market of images and things to use these. Then they can pay you the like $2 a month maybe. Then they can use your images and stuff. And then also, onto that is that you can come in here and you can one part is the the AI analysis of the image, and it will title and meta tag it. So I'm gonna put in some credentials here. So hold on. Yay. Come on. Fun. So it's going to generate, it's going to look at the image and say, what is this? And does some analysis. I use Grok a lot. I know there's OpenAI is involved as well. I'd have to go through and check every bit to find out which does what, but I know vision analysis, a lot of it goes through Grok. So it's complete. I paid for it was $1.99 to get this transcripts and the data there, and then you could put it in yourself as well. So you want to mint, which is going to put this image for 200 years. So this is the part where I have it set to my profile. In your settings, you could set to the profile ID, but Bazaar, this is the market that I'm trying to get to. And if you go into my profile, you can see I have no assets. But here, get the profile ID. You can go in here and do their asset loading, like create, I think it is. And then you can go in and you create, your own thing here. But I didn't really think about it when I was creating mine. I just wanted to create something that would do them. And basically, I thought it's a really great idea and really cool. And I think that it is something that's going to like be out there. So I wanted to tap into that. So basically, I built the app that we have here, and then I would say I want it to go, if we go to the Bazaar market, and then it's going to get stored for 200 years on Arweave storage. If you put your Ether or Ethereum wallet, which is a main cryptocurrency wallet, you can mint it to Polygon, and it is all paid for on the 499. Then you connect the wallet. If you do it on the Wander wallet, And there's true ownership. So that is so that it's a complicated thing, and it's the vision is to uncomplicate it, right? So I want to permanent. I'm owning the actual storage location on Arweave that is the place, like it's the block. It's like renting the space or owning the space that the contract is getting written to. So I want to own that for $7.99. You can own it, or if you want the neural salvage to kind of lease out the land to you, then you can have the $4.99 is the other way. And then then it's everything is owned by the actual person, like the media. All of their generations are owned and covered by that $4.99 or $7.99. What it comes down to is owning a Wander wallet. If you have a Wander wallet, you can use that Wander wallet to fund the land minting, and then the otherwise you can have the neural salvage will be the minter landowner, and then you are just owner of the property, the media. So yep. So it says, do you want to continue? So I minted successfully, and what I want is this last one. So it's already done the transaction and everything. As soon as you commit the money, it's like instantly going through the transactions, and then it takes about 15 to 20 minutes before this thing is actually minted onto the thing and shows up everywhere. But it should have a like transaction. So this will show 404 for about 15 minutes or so, and then it will show the transaction that went about. Then is this something like this, and then yeah. So that is what I'm waiting on here, and it will show up in your NFTs. So you assign that to a wallet, and then this one will show up. This is this one. And then I'll be able to full resolution it like these ones. So if we go to some of these are minted incorrectly, but this is one I just did. So this is you can view the full resolution. So this is the address that's minted for 200 years. This is across like 200,000 nodes. So this is a permanent thing. It's all documented so that you could say, listen, I own this image. This is the image that it is, and you could copy this all you want, but I own the original minted version of it, and yeah, so that is supposed to hold value if it's of importance. So there you go. You got that. Now, the plans for this, if I can get everything minted right, is that I'm going to expand upon this idea, and it's going to be for all different types of media, which Bazaar does, but I don't want it to like, it seems like the thing is I'm like competing with it, and I just want to be able to be in the market place so that people could see the images too. If you go to these other ones, so like this one gets, if you wallet, you will have your images on OpenSea as well, or put them for sale on OpenSea, and then under your wallet as the owner. And then Neural Salvage is just the like the collection. So Neural Salvage doesn't own anything. It will just be there is a, which I am thinking about removing if I get anybody to use this, is there's royalties. So the forever whoever owns the original copy is through these transactions will retain 3% of the sales that go on, and then forever, and then 2% goes to Neural Savage, and that's just how the contracts were set up, so that there's like a section for to royalty given. So it's like the minting place and then the thing. So I just put a number there, which it was higher. I think it usually charges more. So like figuring all of this stuff out was wild. Like it's been a journey, I'm telling you. And it seems like it's worth something, you know what I mean? Now I could be in, I guess, a pile of people that are not, or in like some niche thing that is not going to be valuable to anybody else. But I find that there's tons of people that want their art or their stuff to be of more value, or they have a high value of it and they want to sell it on markets and they want it to be out there and people will buy it. And I think this is a way to do it. So, um, and yeah, so that's that. So I've been messing around with trying to get that to work. So we'll see if this majestic man here uh, gets into the bazaar. I've been trying to make sure that they're quality images too, like this, but then we can see. So I've been working with Claude Code on that. Claude Code via VS Code. I've thought about when I stream and put the Claude Code in Windsurf, what the stream should highlight. Um, and yeah, I don't know if like there's a whole lot besides having people use it to explain, the different things. It's like there's a lot of, talk to that would get mind numbing about like what is, this and that and the settings and all the different things that you can go into the skills, and you can adjust the MD files and you can do all this stuff, right? But you essentially will set it up. It's VS Code and then an extension for Claude Code, and then you pay at a subscription for Pro, and then you can have conversations with your code base, so your files and stuff, and you could build things. So that's Claude Code in a nutshell. And it's got a lot of fun to it. So I'm going to say I did a new image. The next steps. Oh, no, I could tell right away if it didn't work. So there's no errors. Um, Yeah, so now that's just a wait game. So with this, I can go into my NFTs, and once this shows up on the this one, I'll be able to see it. It's not going to show up there. So we'll let that cook, and we'll go over here. So what I've been doing with this is you could see what I'm working with, the memory salvage, and then hmm. So I want the chat to be, so I want this to load quick. And maybe this is a poor example too. I got to come up with a plan to, like present this. Hopefully there's enough time. I don't even know. It's been hard to even get to the things. Like I'm doing this for to try to present it so that it gets into a chance of possibly going to show people how it works, and like maybe somebody will not somebody will sign up and use it to do something. It's like the goal of it, right? And then it's like I think it's a genius kind of way to do things. And it's not the first, 3 dimensional like viewing of a notes and stuff, but it gives a cool way to work with it. Like I want this part to chat. So I want to chat with all of its things. Okay. So we chat with the memory. So yeah, all right. So you go into the memory, and then you could chat, and then it just chats with the 10 related memories that are associated with it. So um, yeah. So I gotta come up with a good example for this. So this is kind of a cool. I mean, it's cool. You could just go to your graph and you can find the section that you want to talk to, and you could talk to like the surrounding like situation. Um, Needs a better way of organizing this clutter. $3D down. All right. One 3D. Oh, it is a mess. Okay. So does it, do those two? So yep, working with Windsurf and Claude Code. I mean, from like your perspective on, I mean, it is just chatting with the chatbot and asking it to, build it this way, build it that way. You need to understand some of the connections that need to be made. Um, if I go into like the code that, it's been brought up, it's like messy. Sure, but from what I've seen, it's like the code is far more not like advanced than I know how to code. So I don't need to, you know, toot my own, JavaScript horn or whatever. It knows a lot, and it's like it seems to do a lot of like keeping track of what it's doing. So I tend to look at the code, and it's like I can understand it. So if it's not broken, I don't need to fix it. And you can have all of this stuff cleaned up afterwards if that is thing. I can have like the 4 other LLMs that are at the top with, Opus 4.5 here. We can have them, all discuss what's wrong with the code base. Grok usually has a lot to say. And then yeah. So I don't know. It's a lot of talking and a lot of saying. Like right now, I'm just telling it to execute the changes it made, and it's writing a comment. Something probably I would be too lazy to do is put in like a comment that in depth. So I appreciate this so much. And it's about there's knowledge if people want like tips and tricks. Um, I would say the some cool things you could do with it is like you could have it build your own custom theme. I had that messed around with that for a while, and you can have it. Uh, you can go in and connect it to different MCPs so that like when you're talking with Opus here, you could say like create an image, and it will use the API to like really talk with the MCP server so that it can create an image directly from there, or other things MCP servers do like memory, some assuming Redis. I'm learning a lot more about that and how that plays into the application world. And yeah, so that's what I'm building here with the graphs and things. Uh, we'll see how that came out. See if I can make this less choppy. So what I've been trying to do is connect with Model for GPU use and Daytona.io for like compute use, but I haven't been able to get them to work without it causing other problems. Other problem I ran into today was 300 millisecond or 300 second runtime on Vercel Pro. Um, I get it; it's not supposed to run so much, but it's times out, and then my applications will stop applicating. No, they'll stop working fully. So how does that remotely come into play when it is 10 people, 100 people, 50 people, like I don't know, 10,000 people at scale? It doesn't always match up. So I'm trying to build it so that it will be okay, which each instance is its own, so it should be, but the running the close to the 300 second on a function is um, is not good. So yep, there's this one here. So I want it to be visually amazing. You know, oh, look, Sam Altman. Mm, Probably just something I was watching. I wish I was participating. I would feel very great. But yeah, obviously some bugs and things that I mean, it's so in depth. It would be if this were to take off or be a thing, it would it would be a ton more work to do. But that is pretty fun to say. You know, what was I in there? Um, I'd like to know a little bit more about what's up here. The insights are kind of helpful too. You know, they clear this. Probably need a little bit more gusto in my presentational things. You know, it's like this is the next level. I piece together things from other, you know, like it's a lot of what has helped me kind of take notes, and I think it's cool to visualize things in graphs. um, I could maybe include some like more presentational stuff when it prints out. Like I have, you know, some of the like file analytics stuff. File electronics. Um, that is a good site. I guess I got that too, but it was producing some reports that I was very interested in. So let me just think about what the direction here, because got this 2D performance is going. I gotta go over here. I'm building a thing so that it can make some better music from the Suno. So the other thing was the so with X, let's see what's going on there. I gotta sign in real quick. We are going to go W. All right, so X. So yeah, so the goal would be to get 5 million impressions. That's like what the creator studio says about what you need for revenue sharing. So you have to meet 5 million impressions within 3 months. I don't know how that's possible, but I know a lot of people that actually have it. So it's doable, right? Like there's plenty of people that are in the program, and I am going to come up with a plan to do it as well. That's the goal. But it doesn't start with me posting about anything at the moment. It probably does. I mean, probably you're like almost annoyingly posting and replying to people all the time. That's all I can imagine is the best way to do it. But it's other things like big accounts, stuff like that. So we're gonna plan that out. Okay. Oh, that's it shutting down. That's a shame. That's all right though. I think I'm gonna call it a stream anyway. Just got to go over a couple of the apps and things like that. The Yeah, I hope everyone has like a good new year. Be safe, and thanks for watching my stream. Hopefully, I'll come out with some things. Check out my posts and stuff because like I build all these apps and stuff, and people are welcome to use them, and hopefully have feedback or anything. But they are helpful, and I plan to post and maybe just give away like some of the things that are going uh, available. So like you get your follower account and stuff like that, or follower list from followtronics.com. And yeah, so I'll end it there. I appreciate all of you. And I will catch you on probably tomorrow or the new year.